Okay, so today is day 8, the magic ingredients. So Dhruvi gonna talk about this one. Okay, let's start.
Good morning, everybody. Day 8, the magic ingredients. A thankful heart hath a continual feast. So giving thanks for food before you eat has been a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the ancient Egyptians. Every culture, every religion has a tradition for thanking the food before you eat. But in this fast pace of life, how many of us do we really feel gratitude for the food we eat before eating it? We tend to miss out on it, right? Most of the time we tend to miss out on it. And this is one of the greatest opportunity that we're missing out to be grateful for. So being grateful for the food we eat will exponentially increase the magic in your life. And how do you feel grateful for food? To feel even more grateful for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having that food to eat. So think about the person who cooked the food, the plant that grew the food, the people, the packers, the distributors, the transportation people, everybody involved in the entire process. You have to acknowledge their hard work. Gratitude for food is here from thousands of years, and even in Hinduism, the importance of gratitude has been explained. And I would like to call upon Abe, who would elaborate more on the tradition as given in the Hinduism religion of why gratitude is important. Abe?
Alrighty.
You have to pin.
All right, okay. So I thank Dhruvi and Mom for giving me the opportunity to speak a little bit about Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavatam. Just some points I'd like to share relating to gratitude and the things that we receive in life. So I'll start. All right, Hare Krishna. Today we would like to speak a little bit about showing gratitude for receiving food to the highest degree, based on the teachings of the Bhagavatam and the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. First, as we all know, grains, fruits, or vegetables are all things that are given by nature and cannot be manufactured in any factory by man. So where does this nature come from? In the Bhagavad Gita, the 10th chapter, Krishna says, Ham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Translation is, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So here we find out the origin of everything is God. From the food we eat to our houses and to our very bodies, God has given us everything, and we forget to show any gratitude or appreciation. Then what are we? The Bhagavad Gita says, Istan bogan hit bo deva dashyante yagya bhavita Taedhatan aparadhaibhyo yogumte stena evasa. Translation is, in charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yagya, or sacrifice, supply all necessities to man. But he who enjoys these gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. So here's a pretty good explanation. If you don't show any gratitude, you're considered a thief. So the demigods are authorized supplying agents on behalf of God. They supply rain, sun, and other necessities of life. Without sun, we cannot see, and without the moon, the vegetables and grains cannot grow. So in total, we are indebted to so many millions of personalities. As I think most of you guys might know, there are 33 crores worth of demigods. So each demigod has a particular duty which he fulfills. So how is it possible to satisfy all of them? 33 crores, you gotta say thank you 33 crore times. It might take you all day. So the Bhagavatam has a solution. Geeta tarur mula nishe janana triyanti tat skanda bhujo pashakha prapanno bharak chayatendriyanam tataiva sarva hanam achutejya. Translation: as pouring water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and the limbs of the body. Simply by worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods or parts of that Supreme Personality. Here is a solution. By serving God, we automatically are pleasing all the demigods. Actually, in another part of Gita, God mentions, whatever these demigods are able to give you, know that it is actually coming from me alone. So Krishna is the supplier of everything. Indirectly, the devatas are allowed to supply you certain aspects. Now we can understand how everything is being supplied by the mercy of God. But what is the best way we can reciprocate or show our gratitude to Him? That's the whole point today, showing our gratitude. So what is the best way we can show our gratitude towards the person who is giving us everything? The Bhagavad Gita in the 3rd chapter mentions, Yagya shista sina santo munjante sarva kil vishay punjite te kampapa ye pachantyatma karanat. Translation is as follows. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is first offered for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. So here it says the devotees of the Lord are freed from sin because they first offer their food to the God and take his remnants known as Harivanos Prasad, Prasadam. To appreciate and show gratitude in life for all foodstuff we receive is only as good if we offer it in return to the proprietor. Everything is not ours, everything belongs to someone else. So to take something without showing any gratitude, you consider a thief, right? So what does God really want? No. Now the question may be put forward. What does God really want? Is he hungry for my dokla? Bhagavad Gita explains. Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachiti taraham bhakti paritam asnami parayatmana. The translation is, if one offers me with love and devotion of leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Here is a secret to showing our gratitude to God. He wants your love, and by offering your love, your life becomes purified. He is the owner of everything. He does not need your dokla or samosa. He wants your love. From creating to supplying, he is our ever well-wisher. Even up to the point of, Gita explains, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deha Asrita Prana Pana Samayuktam Prajamyanam Chaturvidam. Translation, I am the fire of digestion in every living body, and I am the life air, outgoing and incoming, by which I digest the 4 kinds of foodstuff. That's right. Without God, we have no power to even digest our food. We are fully dependent on his mercy to live a life in his devotion is the best way for showing our gratitude for everyone and everything in our lives. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Abhay.
Thank you, Abhay, for the great explanation. So what we learned from this is that every religion has a culture or practice, a tradition for expressing gratitude towards food. This was an example from Hinduism, but then there's also examples in indigenous cultures, Aboriginal culture, Christianity, where you pray before you eat, you give thanks. So this is a great point that we tend to forget in our fast-paced life, that we should feel gratitude for the food we eat, the water we drink. And many times we tend to forget about the importance of water in our lives. Water is everywhere, in the air, in the lakes, in our taps, in our glasses. And we need water for everything we do, pretty much. And 70% of our bodies are made up of water. So we are the water. And if you've seen the Water movie, you've got the knowledge and the inspiration why water is so important in our lives. And as we think about food and water, the connection, water is needed to grow food, and food is needed to grow ourselves, physically and mentally. But there's in the entire process of giving gratitude, where we have to give gratitude for the food in front of us, the food and water that was used to distribute and package the entire supply chain, we tend to forget about giving gratitude to the water that is used to grow the food. So for example, this is a chart from my book where it shows so much the quantity of the water that is used to make that food. So for example, if you see broccoli, it takes 34 gallons per pound of water to just grow the plant of broccoli. We don't tend to think about this when we are giving thanks to our food, such as the broccoli on our plate. We tend to limit our imagination, but this is also a section where we must think about the highest amount of water consumption is in non-vegetarian items such as steak, chicken, beef, pork, and eggs. And then it goes down all the way to tofu, veggies, broccoli, tomato, and beans and legumes, the lowest impact. And why is our water consumption important? Because water, fresh water, is only in limited supply on Earth. And with the advent of climate change that's going on, there's going to be distribution of water, going to be changes in water distribution patterns around the world. So places that used to be flushed with rain would now become drier. And places that were living in pleasant climate would be flooded with storms and sea level rise. So this is why we need to feel gratitude for water so that we can become more aware of our water consumption. So not leaving the tap on when it's not required. I had a teacher who I once went to visit for a question about my class, and she kept the tap on while talking to me, and I couldn't just stop and continue my questions about my queries to her because that water was on for more than 5 minutes, and I was distracted by the water tap on. And when I told her, when I couldn't stand it anymore, I told her, why is the tap on? Can we turn it off? And I just went and turned it off. She said, oh, I'm waiting for the water to get ice cold so that I can enjoy it. That is the point, how much we waste water and we are not grateful for water. And the way we eat reflects how we are taking care of our planet. So be more mindful, be more aware of how you use your resources at home. And gratitude is one of the best ways to become more aware and guide ourselves towards connecting ourselves to nature. And you know that if there's magic on this planet, it is contained in water, and we're like vessels of even like animals and human beings and everything that is on this planet are like vessels that contain water. As I said, we are 70% water. And we don't tend to think about this. We are really told that if there's going to be a health disease, if you're likely to die, you will die from heart disease or diabetes or any other chronic illness that you can hear about. But at minimum, if your body is not in electrolyte balance, that is life-threatening. So water is crucial for our survival in each and every second. And if you want to change how you view the world, you want to change your life and invite abundance in your life, you have to start with yourself. As there's a saying, be the change you wish to see in the world. And with that, let's take a sip of water, everybody together. Bring your glasses. Let's appreciate water. Let's take a big sip. Because from today, we will be the change we want to see in the world. We will consume water more mindfully. We will consume our food with gratitude. And Before saying or eating anything, before eating or drinking anything, we will say the magic word, thank you, as an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water. And the incredible thing is that when you're grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life, your gratitude also impacts the world's supply. And in ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food with and water with gratitude, it purified it. And this you may have seen in the water movie. And if you have read about quantum physics, there's a observer effect in quantum physics, which says that the act of observing itself changes the outcome of whatever is being observed. So in that sense, when you intake water or food, observe it first, feel gratitude, and then intake it. So that process itself will purify yourself, all the water in you, and the water you're about to consume. So let's take a moment to appreciate water. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Welcome to ingredient meditation. Have a seat in a comfortable position with your shoulders rolled back, spine tall, and your meal ready to eat. Take a moment to quiet the mind, pulling the. So make sure to bring your food in front of you. Welcome to Magical Ingredient Meditation. Have a seat in a comfortable position with your shoulders rolled back, spine tall, and your meal ready to eat. Take a moment to quiet the mind, pulling the eyes closed, and take a deep inhale through the nose. And out the mouth, exhale, let it go. With a gentle smile on your face, open your eyes and bring your attention to the appearance of the food in front of you. Admire the vibrant colors and natural shape. Now, like a camera, snap the photo of your food as you close your eyelids and allow the image to visualize on the screen of your forehead. First, let's take a moment to appreciate your capacity to visualize in such vivid detail, a miracle itself. Feel gratitude for this food you have on your plate. Thank you. Feel gratitude for this food which was once in the fridge. Thank you. Feel gratitude for this food which was once in the grocery store. Thank you. Feel gratitude for this food which was safely transported and distributed. Thank you. Feel gratitude for this food which was grown on farmland. Thank you. Feel gratitude for this food which was nurtured by the plant. Thank you. Now zoom out the image and view the entire process. Acknowledge the energy involved in this whole process of bringing the food from farm to table. Give gratitude to this energy. Food is a gift. It's a gift of nature. Thank you. Now open your eyes. Run your fingers gently over the food, paying attention to its texture. It may be smooth, chunky, or rough. Observe the secretion of saliva in your mouth at this moment. Your body is preparing itself to eat. mind or out loud, say the magic word, thank you. As you take a bite of the food, hear the sounds being produced and feel the texture in the mouth. Savor the food. Feel the explosion of flavors. It may be sweet, salty, bitter, acidic, umami, or a combination. It is your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Once the food becomes a puree, feel gratitude as you swallow in the blessings of nature. The roots of all goodness is in the soil of appreciation for the good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so hope you had a mini trailer experience with your food, feeling gratitude from the bottom of your heart, sending gratitude to the entire energy supply chain. So day 8, today is day 8, and the homework for today is before you eat or drink anything, simply be grateful for what you're about to eat and say the magic word out loud or in your mind, thank you. So that you have already done the practice today with us, if you had a bite today. So continue this for your lunch, your dinner, snack, brunch, anytime you drink or eat something today. And you should also continue every day, but since we're following this program, today's activity, the focus is on eating gratitude.
So the 8th day is for your water and your food. Okay. Now day 9, money magnet. So about that, first we're gonna talk about, then I'm gonna explain our in the Hindi. Okay. Yes, let's start.
Day 9, money magnet. It's only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Gratitude is rich and complaint is poverty. How many of you followed the Friday's no complaining day? Who had struggles with not complaining? Okay, at least we all tried. And that's what we want to do. Keep on trying. Try not to complain, because complaint is poverty, gratitude is riches. And that's the golden rule for your entire life, whether it's your health, job, relationship, or money. And today's magical practice is about money and how being grateful for money in all the forms that you're receiving will turn your life around magically. And we don't even realize that we tend to complain about money. So for example, when we are complaining about my light or electricity bill being too big, or my water bill being too high, we are actually complaining, and that's being ungrateful, and ungratefulness brings negativity, and negativity is the cause of our suffering, and which causes more stress. So we get stuck in this downward spiral. And any complaining, negative, jealousy, or worried thoughts about money are literally creating poverty. If you complain about your bills, then what you're really doing is complaining about money, and that complaining keeps you in poverty. And to be grateful for a bill, think about how much you have benefited from the services or goods on the bill. So what does it mean by a bill when we are talking about a bill? So when you go to grocery store shopping, no frills. When you go for shopping for your clothes, big bills. When you go shopping for winners, right? Like clothes and soaps and stuff. And then when you are paying your electricity bill, all of that is bills. And what we tend to complain is every time we get that mail, we go open the mail, oh, another bill to pay, or why is it bill too big today, or in big amount this time, last month it was less, last year, and they even give you graphs that last year it was this much, this year you're using too much. And we tend to get stuck in this cycle of what am I doing wrong, or what's happening. We get stressed and we get worried, and that worry is going to increase your bill next year more. So the practice for today is to feel gratitude for the service, the monetary service. The electricity company is offering you electricity for free until you have paid the month later, right? You pay this bill a month later. And that's why you want to feel gratitude for receiving that faith and trust by that company ahead of time. And same thing you can do with your credit card. So you go shopping, this is paid by a credit card, right? So the credit card company has faith on you that 2 weeks or 1 month later, this person will pay me back for that amount of bill that is the person's using. So cultivate gratitude for that, the companies, the services they're providing, and the value of money that's in your life. So the activity for tomorrow, that's Sunday, is to write on your bills, take 10 bills that you have paid in the past and write across, thank you, paid. And then take one current bill that you have not paid yet, such as this one, you've not paid yet, write on the top, thank you for the money, because eventually in the future, you will make that payment. And yeah, you wanna elaborate more?
Okay, so the money magnet, हम पैसे को अपनी तरफ कैसे मैग्नेट की तरफ अपनी तरफ खींच सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम देखते हैं कि मोस्ट टाइम हमें जो भी हमारा बिल्स आते हैं, तो हम लोग हमेशा कंप्लेन करते हैं कि ओ इस बार तो लाइट बिल बहुत आया, इस बार तो गैस का बिल बहुत आया. तो इफ यू कंप्लेनिंग हमें पावर्टी, गरीबी की तरफ ले जाता है. अगर हम उसको एप्रिशिएट करेंगे, उनका तारीफ करेंगे, तो हमें पैसा और हम पैसे को हम खींच सकते हैं. ठीक है, कहते हैं कि पैसे को ही खींचता है, राइट? उसी तरह से तो हम क्या प्रैक्टिस करेंगे कि जो, और आप देखेंगे कि जितनी भी हमारे जो मास्टर कार्ड है, जो भी कार्ड हम यूज करते हैं, पूरा मंथ हम कार्ड को यूज करते हैं और पूरा महीने कंपनी हम पे ट्रस्ट करती है कि हम पूरे महीने उसको यूज करने के बाद हमें बिल भेजती है, कि हमारे पे ट्रस्ट है. ठीक है, और लाइट बिल है, गैस बिल है, हर बिल हमें एंड ऑफ द मंथ में मिलता है और पूरी तरह से हम खुशी से उसको यूज करते हैं. वाटर को भी यूज करते हैं, लाइट को भी यूज करते हैं. जब बिल आता है तो हम कहते ओ बहुत सारा लाइट बिल आया, ठीक है, हम रोते हैं. तो वो नहीं करना है. जस्ट उसकी वजह हम उसके अप्रिशिएट देना है. कंपनी को हमें अच्छी वाइब्रेशन भेजने के, थैंक यू कंपनी, अगर आपने हमें ट्रस्ट करके इतना भेजा तो उसके लिए थैंक्स करके हमें उसके करना है. और एक प्रैक्टिस जो हमें करनी है वो है कि हमें एक अनपेड बिल लेना है और उस पे हम लिखेंगे थैंक यू फॉर द मनी. ये मेरा बिल है, नॉर्थ ग्रोसरी स्टोर का है. उसको मैंने अभी मैंने बिल को पेड नहीं किया है, तो इस पे मैंने लिख दिया थैंक यू फॉर द मनी. ओके, और आपको 10 बिल्स लेना है जो बिल्स आपने ऑलरेडी पे कर दिया है. तो मेरा एक है विनर्स का है, एक वैन हुसैन का है और एक लाइट बिल है. इस तरह सब 10 बिल आपको लेना है. और क्या करना है, हर बिल को हमें एक बिल को लेना है, उसको देखना है, उसको थैंक्स टू पेड ऐसे बोलना है, थैंक यू पेड। दूसरे बिल को लीजिए और पूरा ग्रेटिट्यूड के साथ, ऐसे नहीं कि एक लिया दो लिया हमने रख दिया, पूरा बॉटम ऑफ द हार्ट हमें उसको ग्रेटिट्यूड करना है और सोचना है कि उस टाइम पे मेरे पास पैसा था तो मैंने ये फैसिलिटी यूज की और उसकी वजह से मैं ये सारे बिल को भी भर पाई, तो उस पैसों को हमें थैंक यू करना है। ओके, और that's it, right?
Yeah.
So आज हम करेंगे, अगर आपके पास हो तो हम प्रैक्टिस आप कर सकते हैं अभी, नहीं तो फिर अभी आज ही आपने एक्यूमुलेट कर लीजिए कि दो आपको डे 9 को आपको ढूंढना नहीं पड़े बिल को। ओके, यस।
See, the thing is, when you start feeling gratitude for the renewable resources like the electricity, water, all these renewable resources that are already on Earth, you create a sense of humbleness towards it. And when you create that humbleness towards it, you will automatically stop wasting food, stop wasting water, stop wasting electricity. This will come out from your heart and you will start doing it automatically and you won't even have to put effort towards it. You will start noticing where you're wasting water, where you're wasting electricity, where you're wasting your heating and cooling expenses. And automatically through gratitude, the personality of gratitude, you will save and invite more abundance in your life. Our whole theme is on happiness. Poet Rumi writes, you wander from room to room, hunting for the diamond necklace that is already around your neck. And we too go searching for happiness here and there. We think we will feel happy once we get that thing. We will feel happy once this happens in my life, or this is overcome, or something happens and this will happen, or that will happen when I get this. We go searching for happiness here and there. Meanwhile, it's closer than we think. We also see this in nature where the musk deer, do you know about the musk deer? This musk deer, it smells a scent from the day it is born, a scent that it's highly attracted to. And it goes spending its whole entire life going through the forest, roaming across the mountains, by the rivers, endlessly, looking endlessly and endlessly for the source of that scent. And one day, it dies, it passes away. And little did it know that scent, the whole entire time of its life, was arising right underneath its nose. Happiness is right underneath your nose. And one of the best ways to find happiness is gratitude. When gratitude appears, negativity disappears. And how many of you have noticed, please write I in the chat, that when you were practicing gratitude, negativity disappeared, at least temporarily.
So
please type I in the chat box if you felt that gratitude, when it appeared as you were practicing it, negativity disappeared.
एक हमारे गुजराती में कहावत है,
Yeah.
वस परती खस एटलू बस। ओके, तो जो ध्रुवी ने अभी जो स्टोरी सुनाई कि वो हिरन के अंदर ही कस्तूरी है, तो वो कस्तूरी उसको स्मेल खुशबू आ रही थी, वो पूरे टाइम ढूंढ रहा था कि कहाँ से खुशबू आ रही, कहाँ से खुशबू आ रही, पर खुशबू तो उसके अंदर ही थी। तो सेम थिंग स्वमावस, हमें अपने अंदर ही हैप्पीनेस है। तो कहीं बाहर हम कुछ भी अपना देखेंगे, हम घर बाय कर लिया, ये बाय कर लिया, पर फिर भी जो असली जो हमें खुशी मिलती है तो हमारे अंदर ही है।
Because happiness is a feeling and gratitude is a feeling, and it's only through feelings can you unlock the door to your another feeling. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today.
Yeah.
And we will now open it up for discussion. And tomorrow there's another Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. Canada time. Thank you. Okay, it's open.
Thank you, Dhruvi. Thank you, Geeta.